Hi, everyone. Greetings. It's Thursday. It's the 16th day of May, and it's the day after the miracle. And everyone, I think, still very much just as joyful and celebratory as they were yesterday. It's a bit more calm, I am glad to report. I'm also glad to report that we'll have an update on little Kenneth's condition in just a few moments, and some more information as well that was presented at a press conference earlier today to try to make sure that all the correct information was out there and to get the very latest on the search and efforts and the investigation and so forth. So I'll take you there in just a few moments. I've also got a story you got to see to believe, and you're not going to see it anywhere else. It's an interesting one that's going to have a good ending as well. Also, a few other things that we'll talk about as well. And last night, had it not been an extraordinary show in which I didn't talk about anything else, I would have told you what was coming out in today's edition of the Sayersville Independent. I think you can well imagine what was on the front page. Also, therein, our historical page. We went back to 1945. It's really neat. Take a look. It's always really neat when you go there to our historical page. Also, an article penned by contributing author, if you will, about a former local businessman, Oaks Arnott, here in Sayersville. It's colorful, it's interesting, and it'll take a lot of folks back. And I think you will enjoy that as well, and a lot of other things that you're not going to find anywhere else, not even here on your news today, in this week's edition of the Sayersville Independent. On tonight's program, as I said, we'll take you to that press conference in just a few moments. I will take you to what was the scene of a vehicle versus animal incident unlike anything I believe you've ever seen, certainly around here and perhaps anywhere else. We've got your weather forecast updated and a lot to talk about otherwise. So let's talk about all of that right after these messages. Get your tickets now at the Mountain Arts Center or at macarts.com for Rebecca Lynn Howard's solo show coming up on Saturday, May the 18th. Tickets are just $15. This is her first solo show in a while and her first time back here for a local show since, of course, touring with Loving Mary and Steven Tyler around the world, which makes this show a must-see. Tickets on sale now at the Mountain Arts Center or macarts.com. Just like that, we've jumped into the spring allergy season with all the buds and blooms, tree and grass pollen, mold, and all the nasal congestion, sneezing, itchy nose and eyes and throat that they cause. Don't get caught off guard. Protect yourself daily with a quick trip to Parkway Pharmacy for over-the-counter and prescription relief. And you can always log into parkwaypharmacy.com to have your prescriptions ready when you get there at Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville. To maximize your savings, make the new digital coupon kiosk your first stop at the new IGA.
Hey Salyersville, whether you're a paper couponer or a digital couponer, we've got ways to save you money here at Salyersville IGA. After you've registered your name and phone number, the available coupons will come up on the screen, such as save $1 off IGA gallon milk, or save $1 off Kingsford charcoal, or save $2 off Tide Pods. So once you've clipped the coupons that you want, you can see which coupons are available in your digital wallet. You can sign out, and then you're ready to shop. It only takes a few seconds to sign up, and our friendly staff is always happy to help. So remember to click Shop and Save at Salyersville IGA.
At Sayersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sayersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sayersville National. Great and feel great with the very best in Versa Spa Spray Tanning and 6 of the most modern tanning beds in the business, including their 7-minute stand-up bed and 12-minute super bed with bronzing bulbs at Tropical Isle in Sayersville and Prestonsburg. And till the end of May, get 20% off of tanning packages. Come in or call today. At Tropical Isle Tanning in Sayersville and Prestonsburg, open 7 days a week.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
A press conference was held earlier this afternoon in Prestonsburg in an effort to get everyone up to date and all the information out there that was possible in regards to the search and rescue successful mission of Kenneth Howard, little Kenneth Howard, who still remains hospitalized this evening. Definitely dehydration, tick bites, a lot of scuffs and scratches from head to toe. Still a remarkable story nonetheless. Tonight we'll get more detail on his condition with a statement from his family. We'll also have some other things to pass along to you tonight and a little bit of comments from a few other people who were present at today's press conference, which was there. There was a lot of information that was similar to what I had for you last night. We will not go over that again, but they were there to confirm the facts, and we will tonight focus on at least 3 or 4 points, of which, first and foremost, how is the miracle child that we all know and love now as Kenneth? Given the fact that there were at least 2 members of the Prestonsburg department or departments on the actual 7 to 8 man team that were the first to actually locate little Kenneth, Prestonsburg has been bombarded and overwhelmed, as you can very well imagine, with the media on all levels, local, regional, and certainly national as well. And in an effort to address everyone and answer all questions and get consistently the correct information out there, Prestonsburg Mayor Les Stapleton called today's press conference, in which, as I said, we'll focus on a couple of things tonight. First and foremost, an update from the family via Carter Conley on Kenneth's condition.
I spoke with the mother, and she stated that Kenneth was doing exceptionally good, really good. He is no longer having IV required. His urine output is good, and he's eating food. And I don't know, maybe you can't get enough of it, what he could eat. But he is not sure when he's going to be released, but he's a positive outlook, and a full recovery is expected.
Carter also said the family is very grateful, as you can very well imagine, and they're asking for their privacy at this time while they remain bedside at the hospital with this little man. I also understand they were hopeful that he might have been released today, but issues from the dehydration and the elements that he was in for as long as he was in means that he does have some minor complications or issues, if you will, that will require him to stay a bit longer. But as you heard Carter say on behalf of the family and them speaking on behalf of the doctors, he is expected to make a full recovery. As for exactly what Kenneth did or said when he first saw his rescuers, this is the answer.
To your question, when I made contact with Kenneth, all he wanted was something to drink. We asked him if he wanted a Gatorade, and he just reached straight out for it. And then he started mumbling, "Mom and Dad." When you come through the thick terrain that we just went through, and you pop up, and all you see is a little blonde head with blue eyes that you was expecting not to be alive, and he was alive, talking, screaming at you, that's something that hits the heart.
Did it catch you by surprise?
Yes.
How?
Because we wasn't expecting him to be alive. We didn't expect him to be there.
And turning to the investigation itself, speaking last was Trooper Petrie of the Kentucky State Police, Post 9, who says, per standard protocol, the case will remain open for an undetermined time longer, but they have found no reason to date to believe that this is anything other than a successful end to a missing little person case.
As I said numerous times before in this whole week, the investigation is still open as a missing persons case. And it remains open because we will have to supplement our cases. All the people that were involved will have to have all their work turned in. It may take weeks or even months for that to happen. And during that, if something did pop up that could be on a criminal or something along that line, then it would be dealt with. But at this point, it appears to be a missing person. If you're talking about Facebook, I don't have enough paperwork to put it all on. But yeah, there's been a lot of people voicing their opinions. If they could put the facts on there, it would help us and these guys back here a whole lot. But that doesn't happen nowadays. So yeah, there's comments out there, and we've not found any of them have any bite into them at all.
I've got just one question for everybody. We'll just do this simple old-fashioned show of hands. Is there anybody that thinks that child was not out there based on your involvement with him indirectly, directly, out there the entire time? Just for all the gentlemen behind you.
I'll take that one. We also have talked to them about this, well, not necessarily these guys, but people that were in charge of the groups. And as far as I know, that has not come up to be any meat into that at all.
And I can safely say you can expect a daily update on this young man and much more to come. And his homecoming as well may or may not be. We'll have to wait and see something of sorts. Respecting the family's privacy at this time, we'll wait and see how he goes and when he gets out of the hospital. But I'm sure everyone anxious to see him return home and, pardon me, but stay home. With that said, I'll be right back after this. The seasonal shop is simply wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling, filled with new arrivals and more coming every day. Natural Life is in the store. It's a fun, uplifting brand of t-shirts, headbands, air fresheners, mugs, and more. And they've always got the latest and greatest designs from Simply Southern, including their new line of drinkware for hot or cold. And the women's spring and summer collections are simply amazing and ready to get you ready for the beautiful weather, head to toe. And come in and check out their rewards program. Free local delivery. They'll ship it to you. They're now accepting PayPal, and they've always got baby and wedding registry at Fraser's Spray to Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Salyersville. At Parkway Gun and Pawn, out the door means taxes and a box of shells are included, and all these specials are out the door prices. So you can pick from these Heritage Arms 22 revolvers, $149 out the door, or this one for $139. This Judge shoots 45 long Colts and 4 10 shells, and it's out the door for $449. 9mm semi-automatics as low as $219, all just in and soon to be gone at Parkway Gun and Pawn.
Appalachian Wireless has a question for you. Would you rather pay $650 or $66 for a smartphone? If you think this answer is simple, then the Appalachian Advantage plan is for you. Pay less upfront for today's hottest smartphones, and then pay just a few dollars more every month on the monthly bill. Many smartphones are $5 a month or less after you factor in the $20 discount from the Advantage plan compared to the contract offering. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless. Payment agreement required. See store for details.
So I've got one for you in just a few moments. I promise you, the only person who may have ever seen anything like this was the person who saw it right up front and in plain view, and maybe the vehicle behind him. I'll get to that in a second. We didn't have time to do your community calendar last night. I've got a couple of new obituaries. I also have a couple of new announcements that I don't have typed in. But the McGoffin County Blood Drive, the next community blood drive, has been set for Wednesday the 29th, 1 to 5 o'clock at the Sagersville IGA. That's where the Blood Center, the Kentucky Blood Center Bloodmobile will be. All donors get a $10 Speedway gift card Wednesday the 29th in front of your Sagersville IGA. And the 23rd annual United Way Golf Scramble is coming up on the Paintsville Golf Course Friday, June the 7th. They'll register that morning starting at 9. Play starts at 10 a.m. I've got some information about teams and the like that I'll be glad to pass along to you when I have a bit more time, as I've, of course, spent most of the afternoon in Prestonsburg. But just to let you know, to put it on your calendar, golfers or wannabes, the 23rd annual United Way Golf Scramble Friday, June 7. With that, here's the rest of tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. Camp's just around the corner. Camp Lewis, that is. Teen Week is June the 10th. 10 to 12-year-olds, June the 17th. 7 to 9-year-olds, the week of June the 24th. It's just $65 per camper if you pre-register, and you can do so online to save your spot at camplewis.com or call 859-516-2909. Meet friends, have fun doing crafts, Olympics, swimming, miniature golf, singing, volleyball, campfires. It goes on and on and on. Camp Lewis sharing Christ's love with children. Get this, for over 84 years. How cool is that? Get your camper registered today. If you're interested in starting or being a part of a community garden, a landowner is willing to be a part of that project in the Middle Fork area. Call 349-1786. Coming up in a couple of weeks or a little less, the Nancy Castle Grade School Reunion. It's going to be held at the Paintsville Lake at Shelter Number 4. That is Saturday the 25th at noon, the Nancy Castle Grade School Reunion. Speaking of Castles, by the way, that's a pretty good segue. I got this from Coach Castle of the Magoffin County High School boys team earlier today. The Magoffin County basketball camp for the summer has been set July the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. This is for boys and girls ages 6 to 17, where they can learn valuable basketball skills. It's just $50 per person to register. Contact Coach Castle if you have any questions. I'll get a contact number for you up there in a day or two. But starting July the 15th, Magoffin County's basketball camp, ages 6 to 17. All this week, the Magoffin County Cleanup Campaign's ongoing in District 2. Next week, it's District 1 residents, and it's also going on for the next 2 weeks, this week and next, for all of the city of Sagersville. Call the judge's office or Sagersville City Hall if you need any help. And call me whenever you've got a calendar announcement, birthday, anniversary, or otherwise, and we'll tell everyone about it. Turning to tonight's funeral services, 91-year-old Rosie Annie Perkins Conley of Parkway Drive passed away on the 11th. Visitation starts after 5 o'clock tomorrow, and services begin Saturday morning at 11 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Burial takes place at the Frank Perkins Cemetery at Rock House. Once again, 91-year-old Rosie Annie Perkins Conley. And Samuel Davidson, 88 of Sagersville, passed away on April the 20th, a local businessman of Magoffin County in the oil and gas industry. He is survived by his wife, Marilyn Martin Davidson, as well as sons Marshall and Ernie, Russell Parsons, and daughters Aurora Joseph, Darla Deaton, Tanya Horseman, and Rhonda Davidson. A memorial service, I am told, will be announced at a later date. From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville. 349-8785. Getting the best deal on the best tires with the best service has never been easier. Just log on to ConleyTire.net, check out the latest rebates, sales, and promotions, pick out the tires you want, and email, call, or come by. For huge savings from the family who's been proudly serving the area for over 32 years. Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424. Join everyone at Hope Family Medical Center and Big Sandy Healthcare in recognizing May as Mental Health Awareness Month and Melanoma Month. Hope's Kimberly Davis is there to provide individual and family behavioral health and substance abuse services to help with stress, depression, dependency, or anything impacting your health and quality of life. And Hope is there to help you prevent, detect, and live by spotting skin cancer that affects millions of Americans each year, with almost 10,000 people diagnosed every day. M stands for May, Mental Health and Melanoma, and Hope Family Medical Center stands for you. All right, here's an exclusive for you. It's not a turkey. It wasn't a hawk. It's not your average or typical, fortunately, animal on the side of the road story. This is just exactly what it looks like. Yes, check this out. That's exactly what you think it is, not where you think it is. This was Tuesday on 460 West here in Magoffin County on the roadside. This was the result of a bald eagle flying into a car and being injured as a result. And those drivers, who I still don't know the identity thereof, and we're trying to find out, maybe get a little word or two from them, but I am guessing who were probably freaking out at the time because they just hit a bald eagle. I'm not sure if they realized it instantly or turning around or what have you, but I know that is just something you do not see every day. Fortunately, obviously. But in this case, they immediately called 911, and Matt Carson, the Wolfe County officer for the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, said that when he got there, he determined that there was a dead possum in the road, and that's what he thinks the eagle was there for. He believes it has a broken wing, but he also believes it's going to make a full recovery. With Mr. Carson arriving with Barry McCoy, a Montgomery County officer with the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife Department, who, as with McCoy, was dumbfounded perhaps by what they saw. really thinking there was no way that they were going to actually see a bald eagle when they got there. They expected it to be mistaken for a hawk or something else, but not in this case. And they were not prepared to have what was really needed to transport this bird where it needed to go. They wrapped it up in a t-shirt, they put it in the truck, and then actually, as I understand, Mr. McCoy took it home for the night until a rescue operation, a raptor rescue operation out of Louisville, could come pick it up the next day. So the next time you see about this bird here on Your News Today and in the Sayersville Independent, where Heather is doing a much more in-depth write-up for next week, we'll find out more about how this bird, which I'm assuming will have a new name by then, is doing. And we're looking forward to following his progress and hopefully maybe being re-released here in the area after his recovery. But just wow. I mean, just wow, right? I look forward to following that story along as our new feathered friend progresses, and hopefully seeing where he is released back into the wild to never return to the roadway. All right, heat and humidity levels. Be careful what you asked for. They're going to crank up. We're going to see the 80s, mid and upper, but a lot of sunshine stands before us in tonight's Licking Valley RECC Outlook. Back to where at least we want to be, maybe a little warmer than what we should be, but it's going to be nice either way. We're going to have to dodge a few stray shower chances, but that's not a problem, and much of a complaint either. A low of 60 tonight, partly cloudy skies will wind down your Thursday with a low of, if you want to go there, a low of 60 degrees. Tomorrow we should hit 87 with mostly sunny skies. There's a 20% chance of showers, thunderstorms sometime before 9 o'clock or so, and after that we should be on to a beautiful, beautiful Friday and a pretty nice weekend ahead. 85 and mostly sunny on your Saturday. There is a 20% chance of showers, thunderstorms in the afternoon, but it's only 20%. It should be warm and sunny, maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm here or there, but not that great of a chance. Sunday, more sunshine, more mid-80s, and no showers in store on Sunday until maybe late that night, leading into your Monday, where we have a 30% chance of showers, as you see, but still around 81 degrees. That system knocks us down a few degrees for daytime highs. 20% chance of showers Monday night, a low of around 58. Tuesday, sunny and 83. Wednesday, mostly sunny and 83 with a 20% threat. And Thursday, mostly sunny and 86 with a 30% threat. All right, before I leave you, let me say this. Given the week we've had, I can't even really tell you what for sure is coming up on tomorrow night's program, with the exception of one thing. Miss Rebecca Lynn Howard talking about her performance this Saturday. I spoke to her today. She was down in Nashville getting her playlist together, and I think she's going to maybe give us a few little secrets as to what we can expect to see when she's here before a hometown crowd this Saturday at the Mountain Arts Center. Still a lot of great seats left. A lot of those will go quickly when folks start to pile in at the door and get their tickets then, so go online and get them now at macarts.com is the best advice I can give you, besides joining us back here tomorrow night for more of Your News Today. Thanks for watching.